about to go out and put the Timbren SES suspension system in the back of the Ram. These guys were kind enough to send this out to me. Obviously with our rig and the weight and all that sort of stuff, they saw you know, an opportunity for somebody who would be using them properly and to be able to give them a good test. So we're about to install these. Apparently it only takes about 15 minutes, so it should be pretty easy, and we'll see how we go. It was like nothing really, even holding those things on. Half a twist and they just fell out. That's the factory one, which isn't too bad. It's not as small as some of them. But then there's the Timbren one. Timbren, sorry. The Timbren one right next to it. Now the next instruction was a bottle of soapy water. Just use a spray bottle just to lubricate it. But I'm in a campground and I don't have a spray bottle without, you know, ditching all of the white spray and wipes. You get upset. So what I have got is a dead water bottle that I've just gone and poked some holes in the top, and hopefully that works. Now here we are, let's see how we go. It's definitely dripping. If I can get this buddy back in. Alright, that's one in there. Looks like she's seated. So the trick is to get a block of wood or something just to stick between the bump stop and the axle, just to make sure that she's seated up there nice. So we'll do that and check it out shortly. Now all we want to do is just get up in under there and get a couple of bits of 4x2 just underneath, just to lower it down on and just make sure that they're seated well. So that's what I'm doing now. And it looks like they're all in nice, so that should be it. Now we'll see how they go. So basically what you see is a lot of people complaining about, you know, bent chassis and that sort of stuff from too much weight on the back. It's not just about too much weight, it's about the point of where everything is, and then when you hit a washout or something, basically what happens is there's a huge difference between where the bump stop is and the axle. So when you do get that, it just wants to keep going and push through, and if the bump stop doesn't give it enough support, you can find that that's the point where it snaps. So the idea behind these things is that they fill up that gap, and then when you put weight on the back of the car, it lowers it down so that it makes contact with that bottom part of the, like where the axle is. And then if you go in and hit like a washout, there's not quite as much space for it to create that huge amount of downforce that is what actually breaks, you know, or bends chassis. Now when the car leans, it'll lean on that stop a little bit, and basically will assist the airbags, because I've got airbags in mine as well. I don't pump them up huge, I only run them at about 30 to 35 psi depending on the weight I've got on the back, and that seems to be pretty comfortable for me. I know some people run them much higher and I always get a little bit nervous about that, but just having that little bit extra support makes me a little more confident. Thanks to the guys at Timbren for sending it out, and we'll see how they go. But yeah, it's the Timbren Suspension Enhancement System, or the Timbren SES. If you want to, you can look them up. But we're just going to give them a bit of a test first, and if they do well, then we'll be telling everybody about them. So hopefully they do good.